What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, as well as a very silly Luca. And yeah, we're back with some more Madonna. We're going back to the second bonus track that is included in the sort of expanded edition of her 1983 self-titled debut album. Once again, shout out to Mark for sharing this with us and allowing us to go on this journey. I did want to also mention, as a silly cat sits in my lap, therefore making motion more difficult, that I do have, as I've come to realize, a Madonna record in my 80s catalog now, or my 80s vinyl collection, I should say. It's a record from 85, so I assume this is either on the next album, Like a Virgin, or at least it's a single, from a similar time. Nevertheless, it is Angel, so I don't know if that's a tune on Like a Virgin. I'm sure a number of you will comment and let me know, but it's the extended dance mix of Angel. And then on the other side is Into the Groove. Now, I began the Madonna deep dive by reacting to a Shep Pettibone remix that Izzy had sent me of Madonna's Into the Groove, so that's interesting. So once we get through this album and maybe through Like a Virgin, I'll come back and I'll react to both sides of this vinyl. I'm looking forward to hearing a Madonna track on vinyl, which I didn't realize that I had when I began this deep dive. In any case, we're going to listen to the final tune in this folder for the self-titled album, as I said, and it's the new mix of Lucky Star. So ultimately, people know the Lucky Star is one of the tracks that I do know from Madonna pre this deep dive, and I just love it. I think it's a great sort of 80s classic. It just has that sort of 80s synth bass. It has that classic like danceable feel. Her voice, I think it hits some really nice moments. So a really classic tune. I noticed the remix is over 7 minutes long, so we'll get straight to it. This is Madonna, the new mix of Lucky Star, and a track on the extended or expanded, perhaps bonus or deluxe edition of the 1983 self-titled album. Terribly different than the original. I think it was a more gradual intro, but I don't think this section is like this in the original. This feels more different. But again, it's hard because like the tracks tracks on the proper album have sort of a longer, extended kind of dance mix feel anyway. I do love the guitar. Such a different vocal register.
You may be my lucky star. I'm the lucky, yes, by far. Starlight, starlight, the star I see tonight. Starlight, starlight,
but again,
make everything alright. Starlight,
is that her with that deeper vocal, or is that one of the backup singers? I like the echoing of that, yeah. The heavenly body is clever.
Come on, shine your heavenly body tonight. 'Cause I know you're gonna make everything alright.
Line, I enjoy it, and it like kind of place what instrument it sort of sounds like. It's like a bit xylophone, but it's also like a bit like an Eastern instrument that I'm playing
You may be my lucky star.
So is that her? Or is that one of the backup singers?
Yes, by far. You may be my lucky star. I'm the lucky, yes, by far. You may be my lucky star. I'm the lucky, yes, by far. What you do to me, baby? You're my lucky star. But I'm the lucky, yes, by far. Starlight, starlight, first star I see tonight. Starlight, starlight, make everything alright. Starlight, starlight, first star I see tonight. Starlight, 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 you make everything alright. What you do to me, baby, baby, just stay by my side tonight. You may be my lucky star. What you do to me, baby, baby, I'm the luckiest by far. Starlight, starlight, baby, starlight, starlight, stay by my side tonight. What you do to me, baby, baby, what you do to me, baby, stay by my side tonight.
The echoing vocals make it even more hypnotic.
What you do to me, baby, baby, I'm the luckiest by far. Starlight, starlight, baby.
That was a quick 7 minutes. Sometimes like longer tracks, like they feel like their duration. Other times they feel a lot more quick. And yeah, that one, it felt like a quick 7 minutes. Again, there are parts of it where it feels like it's basically the regular tune, maybe with like, you know, a couple, you know, like an echoed vocal or something. But then there's a couple sections in there where it feels like that's more of like a dance remix, extended kind of instrumental, or at least like stripped down section where it's kind of just like a loop vocal. But yeah, a cool version. I'll, you know, surely like any version of that track I will enjoy. I am curious though, because I mentioned when I reacted to the first couple songs on this album, I looked it up on Discogs and I noticed there's a number of backing singers listed. So when that deeper vocal came in, because it's the main like line, like the Lucky Star line, my inclination is like, oh, okay, so that's Madonna singing in a deeper register, which I know not only she can do, especially like over time, but my understanding is on this album they're like pitching up some of her vocals to give it a bit more of that youthful kind of high quality. So yeah, like basically I was thinking that's probably Madonna, but then a moment later it's like, wait, it could be any one of those backing singers that I saw. So do let me know if you're aware. And yeah, just a really cool tune, as I said, a little bit down the line, and perhaps when I look at the track list for Like a Virgin, which I already have downloaded, so it's ready to go. I just haven't actually sat and looked through it just because we're going through this one. So at some point soon we will go through both sides of this. I do enjoy her sort of 80s jacket on the back of the LP, or I think it's technically an EP. Nevertheless, do let me know what you think of this one. Luca, I do apologize, but at this point I am going to have to pick you up. So yeah, let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.